Hello everyone and welcome back to my granny square blanket journey. Today we will make this beautiful block using mini granny squares. As you can see, I have made 4 blocks using 4 different colors and then joined them using slip stitch and then made overall border. This is what my block looks like on the other side. As you can see, each of these blocks, these mini blocks, have just 2 rounds, and then we join them and get this very beautiful window pane effect. I think it looks like window pane, and I hope I am right as well. I have already made 3 blocks and I will make the 4th one with you. I'll use this pink color to make my 4th block and this green color to join the blocks and make the final border. Let's start. Because we have got only 2 rounds to make, so I hope we will quickly finish our work today. After making slip knot, I will make chain of 4 stitches and then join first and last stitch using slip stitch. Now I will chain 3. This chain 3 will be my first double crochet, and in this circle I will make 4 clusters in total. This is my first cluster. I'll chain 3 in between all my clusters. Remember to crochet above your tail end, no matter how small or long it is. Last cluster of first round. Chain 3 and join with the first chain 3 to finish round 1. Let's have a look at this tiny block. Let's start round 2. Instead of chaining 3 and turning our work, we will slip stitch and go to the next corner. Let's make chain 3. Chain 3 for the corner and second cluster. So I will quickly finish my second round. We have 2 clusters, chain 3 in the corner and 1 chain above a cluster. Same method we have been following for last 2 weeks, or how many weeks we have worked. We are in the last corner now. chain 1 and join with the first chain 3. This is what our block looks like after 2 rounds. After completing my block, I have woven in the ends loose tails as well, because if you can see from this round we have 5 colors, and just imagine, and if you count the starting tail and ending tails, how many tails there will be to weave in at the end of the work. So I am trying to weave in the edges, tails as I go. Let's start attaching our blocks. This is the arrangement I am going for. I think it's looking quite good. I'm using this slip stitch method because it adds an extra texture and dimension to your work. I really like this edge, this ridge that is made using this kind of stitch. Almost all of my crochet projects that need stitching involve this kind of stitching. So to do this, to get this edge ridge, join the wrong sides together. Right sides should face you. I'll start joining. I'll pick the first stitch visible after my double crochet. So I'll pick both. I'll pick only just one leg of the V, the V that forms our stitch. I'll pick just one leg, the outer leg, and from here as well I will pick the outer leg and take yarn and slide through all of it, all 3 loops. Next stitch, again 2 legs which are together, and in this way I'll keep on sliding my yarn. Because both the blocks are of equal size, so I have exactly the same number of stitches on both sides. Let's have a look. This is what it looks like. Now I will join these 2 blocks. Okay, I have done this part, and now I will do this seam. We will follow the same pattern. Pick up the loops and either make a slip knot or just wrap yarn around your crochet hook and use both loops to make your stitch. We will continue attaching our block. I will quickly finish the seam and then I will show you the finished block. I have completed my seam and now I will start my round. of clusters and complete my block. Now if you want, you can cut your yarn here and start anywhere in the corners, or you can even use a new color to make the final rounds. But I will make chain 1 and come to this space and make my first double crochet, second and third. Chain 1 above a cluster, and we will make our block like any other granny square block. We will make one cluster in chain 1 space. We will make one chain above each cluster, and in chain 3 spaces we will make our corner using 2 clusters and chain 3. I'll finish one side with you. Now we are in the chain 3 space, our corner, and we will make our cluster. Chain 1, which will be above this seam, and we are in the next block and we'll make our cluster here. So I tried making one cluster, just one cluster. How? I made 2 chains here and I made 2 double crochets here and 2 double crochets here, so it was one chunky cluster, but I did not like how it looked. I like the look it gives, and then when I'm making my next round, if I want to make one more round above it, I have the space to make my cluster. I think it looks better this way, but if you want, you can make just one cluster using these 2 spaces. So chain 1 above a cluster now. If you think your block is not lying flat because of the seam, it's bunching or any other problem, then try blocking it first before taking any other decision. Just steam it. If you have steam iron, just dampen it and leave it alone if you do not have the blocking board with you. have got only 2 clusters left and our block will be done. Chain 1 and join with the first double crochet. Remember, do not join with the chain 1 space, chain 1 that we used to turn our work. Let's cut our yarn and weave in the ends. I have cut my yarn and I will go in the stitch and take the loop. Turn your work and slip stitch, tighten it and then just weave it in. This is the finished block. You can block your blocks if you want. I hardly ever block my squares, but of course the choice is totally yours. These blocks are not just an excellent addition to our granny square blanket, but you can use them to finish any of your scraps, tiny scraps that you can't find any use of. Just make these 2 rounds of granny square and then join them and you will get a beautiful. Just use any scrap yarn that you have to make 2 rounds and then join them using any color, any other scrap to make different projects. These will be excellent to make our tote bags or even a garment as well, a wearable as well. So until next time, have fun creating these window pane or mini granny squares, and I'll see you next time with a new block. Till then, take care.